Hey guys, me again, welcome back. And today we're gonna review the 811 5K. So let's get into it. Man, so many cars out here. So the 5th annual 811 5K took place on August 11th, AKA 8/11. The race started at 8:11 a.m. in keeping with their theme. And I'm so glad we didn't do 8.11 kilometers or 8.11 miles. It's just a 5K. As far as I know, this is the third course change for the 811 run. When my wife first ran it back in 2014, it was out at Saluda Shoals Park. I first ran it last year and it was out in the Rosewood neighborhood. Now, that was a nice course, but they couldn't have it this year because one of the local high schools is redoing their football stadium right where the course is. And that's why we had the race up by the 811 headquarters for the state. At least I think it's the headquarters for the state. It's one of their administrative areas up near the Dutch Square Mall. The race had a flex schedule when it came to pricing. So from the day registration opened up till about a month prior, it only cost $8.11. And then from the 1 month mark until the day before the race started, it would cost $18.11. And then day of the race, it was $25. Signing up for the $8.11 fee, that's a no-brainer. Now the South Carolina Local Utilities Location Services put this on, AKA 811, is to help promote awareness to call before you dig. If you're gonna do something underground, give them a call, find out if you've got cable or telephone lines down there, a water main goes by you, electric cables might be running through that area. That's what this race was promoting. You can see call 811 on just about everything, which leads me to packet pickup. So while you registered for the race on the Strictly Running website, packet pickup was set for the day before at the 811 office. I was pretty impressed with packet pickup last year, so I was really looking forward to this packet pickup. Before I get into what was in the packet, that there's vultures behind me. I registered for the race at the $8.11 price. We thought we registered my wife for that price too, but I went to pick up her packet. They couldn't find her name anywhere on the list, except as a point of emergency contact. It must have got hung up. I was registering late at night. Maybe information got lost when I hit the submit button. It didn't go all the way through. We were having internet issues at the new house when I registered. But anyways, so the 811 people, they kept looking, couldn't find anything. They were able to put my wife down at the $8.11 price. So good on them for helping out. So packet pickup this year consisted of this t-shirt. It is a Gildan. Not a big fan of Gildans, but considering the cost for this race, it definitely helps everyone out because it keeps the price point low. 811 race had a lot of sponsors and you can see it on the back of the shirt. I'm not gonna try and swing the camera around. It came with a light up wristband. It actually has two different light settings, blinking and continuous. And it may be a little hard to see that it is lit up right now because the sun's up, but it has 811 on it. Again, don't know if you can see that. They came with a water bottle. It came with a coupon from Texas Roadhouse for a free appetizer if you buy an entree. Now that we don't live in Texas, I'm much more willing to go to Texas Roadhouse. I always thought it was silly to go to a Texas Roadhouse while in Texas. There's a coupon for Todd and More, 20% off any item. There are exclusions, to include my on-running shoes. I'm not wearing them, but there's a pair of 811 branded socks in the packet pickup. A balaclava was in there too. If you don't know what that is, it's a multi-use scarf. And if you were one of the first 100 people to pick up your packet, you were given a cooling towel. The 811 packet had a lot in it. Race day started okay. We parked in the Dutch Square parking lot. Amanda had to work that Saturday, so we had to make sure we were parked in a spot that was easy to get in and out. The good thing was her zoo is like literally 4 minutes from that area. Now I studied the course map for a couple of days, so I knew where to turn. What the map didn't tell me was how many hills there were. And when I went to pick up my race packet, the 811 people and I were talking, and they said this year's course is a lot hillier than all the others. I'm like, okay, sure, I like hills. Yeah, as a lot of my friends have called it, this was a hill repeat course, not a hilly course. Now, just under 400 of us started at 8:11, and the first quarter mile, it's flat. Started going downhill, and I'm like, oh boy, I see the incline at the bottom. And we pretty much just kept hitting inclines. We had to make a right, maybe 2 left, or it might have been a left and 2 right. I don't need to get lost at Albuquerque right now. But there was one street that was almost half a mile long, and it was all uphill. It was Fairhaven Road. When I went back and looked at my Strava, there is one hill in the middle of the course that has 2 hills built on top of it. So yeah, I can see why everybody was calling it a hill repeat course. 811 had a lot of volunteers out there. Some of them were blocking intersections. Some were set up at major intersections with arrows pointing the way. I will say there were 2.5 aid stations set up, because I think officially it was 2, but considering we would run by the second one twice, really we got to it first, but it was on the other side of the course, so to me that's the second one. People were drinking water there as we're getting to the 1 mile mark, so that makes it 3 water stations. Look at that view back there. That's just a small piece of Lake Murray. It was so hilly, in fact. A couple people came up to me after the race and go, "Hey Will, you're gonna capture the hills in the video?" So I made sure to try and put the hills in the highlights video, get a little scope of the depth. It was muggy out there, that's for sure. But for the most part, we were shaded. My time was, I guess, okay, considering all the hills. I love hills, but even that was too much for me. So I came in at like 27 minutes, but my official time should be off too, because, you know, I normally start in the far back. And when they said go, I think it was good 15-20 seconds before I got to the start line. But I didn't have a single leg cramp. I did stop to drink water. That was it. And even then, I was walking when I was drinking the water. That is one thing the volunteers needed out there. So when we were at the water station, there were no garbage cans or garbage bags. A lot of runners now are a lot more environmentally conscious of our environment. And I was actually looking for a wastebasket to throw my water cup in. When I saw a huge pile of water cups that were used on the ground, I just threw mine there. But I think they could have benefited from having like a hefty bagger out there or something. It would make it easier on the volunteers, and the runners would, most of them would actually throw the water in the basket. Now the awards went off pretty well. You had your overall male, female, and then the awards went 3 deep in the age group. Now what I liked about the medals, they weren't your typical medals. They were spades, little garden shovels. Another reminder to call before you dig. Everybody loves getting a medal or a trophy. I like seeing the unusual awards at a race. I'll still take a medal or a trophy if I ever place. So once when you cross the finish line, besides seeing your time and volunteers handing you bottled water, which is so really neat out there, they had bananas and oranges readily available. They had even more water, ice cold water, and a couple of food trucks were set up as well. But overall, I think it was a good turnout. As much of a workout as the 811 race was this year, I'd still do it again. Now that I know more about the hills, yeah, I would train up more for that one, because that's the first race I've ever done in that neighborhood. But now I know what to expect. All right, so you ran the race. Go ahead. Let me know down below what you thought of it. If you like the review, go ahead, comment, like, share it. And if you like what I do, please subscribe. I'm slowly building my numbers up, so slow, but every bit helps. So definitely share and subscribe, please. All right, till next time. Bye, guys. Oh, my seat's wet.